Hi, everyone. It's T with Millennial Bookkeeping and Advisory Services, a data driven firm that guarantees to increase your bottom line without you spending another dollar. How is everyone doing today? It's Monday. I had this thought. Are we still adhering to the corporate constructs of time? Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or are we doing our own thing? It kind of seems like it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like, as so long as work is being done, uh, 9 to 5, is that just some, I don't know, some construct that we no longer adhere to? Anyway, just that was just a random thought that I had, especially with everything going on and everybody's in their house and quarantined um and it's just like the days just kind of like merged together. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. And today I want to talk about the cost of service, right? So, not similar to cost of goods sold, cost of service is for service based businesses, is specific to service based businesses, um, and the cost to provide that service. And I want to talk about that today because, number one, my firm specializes in service businesses, but also the allocating cost to the services that you provide. I've noticed it has been a very difficult undertaking for service businesses, and a lot of the times, a lot of things are missed because cost is not allocated to providing the service. So yeah, so I was getting ready to stop the video, and then I was all right. Let me just keep going. But anyway, yeah. So I've noticed in providing services to these businesses that they're not tracking their costs, and by the time my team sets up a new system, and we're able to see what's happening because we've created the system to tell us what the cost to provide the service is, the numbers actually reveal that they're losing money for a lot of the services that they're offering. Um, and that's just, you don't see it, right? Your sales look good, and but your net profit is questionable, and you're like, why? Why is my net profit so low? This doesn't make sense. And that just goes to um, you're not calculating the cost of service, therefore, you're probably not pricing your service correctly. And that is probably why your net profit is so far from what you thought it should be. So, so businesses that sell and or manufacture products, it's pretty standard to capture the cost of goods sold, right? We call that COGS. But again, service businesses find it much harder because there's so many contributing factors, and it's not always clear what should be added to the cost of service. Um, I've I've seen financial statements that completely shy away from placing the cost of service on the top line to get to the gross profit margin. And, that's because it's not necessarily GAAP, right? And so a lot of accounting firms will shy away from that because they don't want to go against GAAP. But the thing is that with financial statements, you as the business owner have every right to decide how you want your statements to look, um, for the ease of your management of your business, right? Um, so here's the deal, right? So tax statements are totally different stories. So you don't. I wouldn't even worry about um, financial statements being tax ready or tax worthy, right? When you are partnered up with the correct CPA and accountant, right? So two different things. CPA in the sense that they're doing your taxes, and accountant is the one that is running the back end, which includes your bookkeeping. When you're partnered up with those two um, business partners, whether it's one firm or two, the transition from management financial statements to tax financial statements is relatively simple to convert, right? And then also, um, if you're not a publicly traded company, there's no need to follow this particular adherence to GAAP. But it does not mean that you should not generally follow GAAP. And I say all of this speaking directly to the business owners is because if you have a firm that's helping you out right now, or you have an accounting department that's handling this for you, I would take a look at the financial statements and begin to ask questions as to why. Why can't we see this? Why can't you put this here? Why? I would start asking questions to get some clarity so that you can see deeper into your numbers so that you can make the most beneficial decisions for your organization. Um, Another thing, when we talk about cost of services, businesses that operate a fleet, oh my goodness, allocating costs there is so much more complex. I mean, vehicle management is an animal all in its own, but it is absolutely necessary to price correctly and to increase your bottom line. So, cost of service. Service based businesses have a very difficult time uh, allocating costs to the services that they provide, which in turn um, which in turn decreases their bottom line, and more likely than not, the pricing of those services are not correct, right? So when you think about a manufacturing company or a company that sells products, think about like a what's best scenario, right? So they're going to track how much they're making for each particular product, right? Which considers all of the costs to make that product. If it turns out that that product is not um, profitable or as profitable as another product, what happens is they pull one product back from the limelight, if you will, from marketing and using marketing dollars to market this product, and they push those marketing dollars to another product that is more successful, right? And then just a bunch of other contributing factors with cost and things like that. But on a very basic level, they're able to switch between what product is making the money versus what product is not making the money, or increasing the cost of a product, so on and so forth. That the same thing needs to happen for service based businesses. If you are not capturing and calculating the cost to provide a service, then how can you decide which service is more profitable and which service or services you can increase your pricing on? Uh, take a look at that. See if you're getting those numbers from your current accounting system. But also come and check out us on our Facebook group, Small Business Owners Toolkit, because this week we will be doing a how-to video showing you some of the basic steps in QuickBooks Online on how to begin to track your cost of service, right? A lot of the systems are built in GAAP adherence, and it's not necessarily um, conducive for your internal management. Um, that's where we come up with these proprietary accounting softwares. But not to go into all of that, I'm inviting you to come check us out in our Facebook group, Small Business Owners Toolkit. On Wednesday, the video will go live on how to begin to calculate the cost of your service, of providing your service in QuickBooks Online, right? So check us out there. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll see you again next week. Have a good day.